Hello YouTube! In this video, I'm gonna be attempting to create a VTuber model in the span of 7 days. Which in hindsight is not a lot of time, so you get to watch me suffer throughout this whole video. And at the time of recording this intro, I just finished my model. I don't exactly like how it turned out, but I learned a lot in the process, and yeah. If you're gonna watch this video because you think it's a tutorial, it is not. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I messed up more than I'd like, and you know, maybe I should have finished watching the tutorial videos that I actually referenced to make my VTuber model, but nope. I decided I'll watch 5 minutes of this tutorial and I'll do whatever the fuck I want, which is not a good idea. But if you're me, you think that watching one video is good enough and you just learn by yourself. It's not exactly the best way to learn, but I'm gonna take you with me because I like suffering, and if you like watching me suffer, keep watching the video. Okay, day one. I actually drew this first model way back in March, but I never got to rig it because I was too afraid to download Live 2D. I was too intimidated, but I guess I wanted to design it just to have an idea of how I'd want my model to look like. Okay, so this was the original model I came up with, or the original drawing I came up with, and I didn't really like how it turned out. Like, it looks fine. After a while, I figured, okay, if I just keep drawing more models, then surely I'll find a brush that I like. I redrew Cottontail VA's model, and I figured, oh, I really like this pen, but I thought, it's too thick. I redrew Demi's model, which was very difficult because she has a lot of things going on, and I figured, oh, a small sized brush would be better for line art. So yeah, which is how I came to draw my recent one. Now, at this point in time, April 24, I have no idea how I'm gonna like separate the layers and how to cut the layers so that for rigging, but for now, I really like how it looks. Day 4 was just a lot of cutting, separating layers, merging layers, and basically the things that I want to move on its own gets separated. I was really confused at this point because my monkey brain doesn't really understand how layers, like how merging layers would work, how I'd want to animate everything. And you know what, that's okay because I'm still learning, and the more I fuck up, the more I learn. But don't be like me. Please watch a video about merging or separating layers. There's a lot of videos out there. I didn't want to watch them for whatever reason because I'm stubborn and I don't want to be sitting through a video, which in hindsight, maybe watching a 10-minute video or 15-minute video would have saved me a lot more time in the future, and you'll see why. So the remaining days, I kind of wasn't able to record much of it because Live 2D was taking up a lot of my memory. The more I created meshes and the more I created new deform stuff, the more it just like chewed up my CPU, and I don't have the best PC in the world, so you know, I had to turn off OBS and just focus on rigging. And you know, the first couple days it was fine, like rigging the eyes, the head, and eventually when I got to the hair, that's when things kind of got messy. So I had to go back and recut some things because when cutting the eye, apparently you need to cut in the top lash, you need to cut off the top side lash, and that's my monkey brain obviously didn't see that coming, so I had to go back, redraw it, re-rig it, because I didn't know how to import new layers into Live 2D, and I didn't want to learn. Again, it's a common theme here. Okay, let me just quickly show you what happened to my model. It looks fine, right? It looks like decent, but if I do yeah. So the problem was I didn't draw mid-hair. I didn't know you had to draw mid-hair. And honestly, I didn't have to go this far. I didn't have to tilt my head this much, you know, I didn't have to rig it this way, but I decided I wanted a high range model, even though it's my first time making a model. And you can tell, I just copy pasted my side bang because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna redraw this portion because I have 7 days, there's no time. So that's what I came up with. Disregarding the fact that my mid-hair is non-existent, this model looks fine. Honestly, I like it a lot. But I decided to ditch that model and go rig this simpler looking model. And you know, it could have been better. Yeah, I rigged this in 2 days because again I gave myself a time limit. But yeah, this is the final model. I can't even really show you how it looks like because I don't know how VTuber Studio works, and I don't want to learn how it works right now because I'm tired.